In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to never have to message, follow up with, qualify, or book any inbound lead again, all using AppSetter. AppSetter is our platform for building AI agents, and AppSetter integrates seamlessly with Go High Level. So your calendars, contacts, custom fields, custom values, AppSetter can access and change almost anything in the platform. Now, these agents consist of products, sales processes, and knowledge banks. Now, products are simply a prompt that describes your product. We have complete product prompt templates here for you to just fill in. The more information you can provide here, like you would any marketing professional, any sales professional, the better they will perform. Then we have qualifiers. Now, qualifiers, as they sound, are what criteria you need least to match to book a call with you. Now, for example, if you are a e-com agency and you need a brand to be doing $30,000 a month and to have at least 10,000 followers on Instagram or TikTok, that will fall into the qualifying phase of the sales process. And if the prospect does not meet that criteria, they will not be able to book a call. The agent simply will not let them. Then we have knowledge banks, and these are essentially files that you give your agent access to. These can be Microsoft Word files, Google Doc files, simple spreadsheets, PDFs, and even websites. You can simply add your website, set how many pages deep you want it to go, and how many pages you want to crawl. Then our system scrapes your website, gathers up all of the text, and saves those as files. You can see there, we added this page, one of our sales pages, as a website, and we have it in our files. And that's what makes up agents. So now you have your product, your sales process, and the files in your knowledge bank. Now you are ready to create your agent. Now doing all of this should take no more than 1 hour, particularly if you use our templates. Then you simply go and create your agent. Now I'll use a pre-built one here, one of our own, to quickly walk you through it. You name your agent. You say who they work for. You set the company contact information. You set whether they do sales or support and whether they need to book onto a calendar. So you might have a case where you want a support agent, but you want them to be able to book on support sessions. No problem. AppSetter can do that. Or if you want to provide a sales bot, but you want it to only give links to products, then you can do that. Or if you want the full-fledged sales appointment booking agent, AppSetter, of course, can do that. Then you have what am I selling? Now here you basically enter your market information. Think like behaviors, psychographics, demographics, competitors, all of that stuff. Stuff that any typical appointment setter would like to know. Then you add in your products. Now you can add one, or you can add in as many as you want. But I recommend sticking to 1 to 3. Then you add in your knowledge bank. You can have one knowledge bank, but one knowledge bank can contain dozens of files. Then you have your sales script. You simply select and add it in. Then you select the tone and style of your agent. This is where you can really customize the language and the output of the agent. So here you'll see that I have a few options selected. Now, what really makes a difference is the style. If you put in to use a certain dialect, a certain accent, the agent will do that, so just be wary. We had it set up while testing to use a broad Scottish accent, and even I needed some parts translated because it nailed it. Then you have custom fields. Now, this is super powerful. Essentially, imagine the fields you have in a form, and normally you would get prospects to fill this out. With this, AppSetter can gather that information during the qualifying phase and essentially update those custom fields for you so that you can run all of your automations. You can gather all the info you need to know whether a lead is qualified and to build a whole bunch of automations based on the custom field values. Then we have the time zone. Now, if you run local lead gen, then chances are, if you ask someone what time zone they're in, it's going to sound weird. So you simply set the time zone that the agent needs to operate in. So let's say we do Los Angeles, boom, select it, hit save, and now the AI will not ask about time zones because it knows that, hey, we're talking to someone local here. There's no need to ask that question. Then we have information we want to ensure the agent has before booking. So full name, email, and phone number. This is so important if you're running conversations in Messenger or Instagram or live chat, as a lot of other agents will simply book the call without having this information. Then you can decide whether to have the AI split messages up, and we let you select this per platform. So this looks a lot more natural. So instead of sending one longer message, it might send 2 or 3 shorter messages. So it looks a lot more natural. Then finally, you hook everything up. You select the calendar you want the agent to book calls on. Then you select your AI model. We support Claude Sonnet 3.5, GPT 4.0, and GPT-4o Mini. Now, for most people, we recommend using Sonnet. That's what we have on by default if you let us choose it for you. Then you simply add your API label, and that comes in with the workflows. Now, with the calendar, you set a default one here, but in workflows, you can actually overwrite this so that, let's say you have a gym with 5 different classes and 5 different calendars, then depending on the class type, the agent can then book on the right calendar. Now you have your agent, and all you need to do to set this live is install and configure your workflows. Now we've done most of the hard work for you by building a snapshot that has most of the workflows that you're going to need. So you simply click on this button here, install the snapshot, load it into your account, and you'll see there's 2 main folders. One which has the webhook workflows, and one that has the premium action workflows. Now the main difference is the webhook workflows are free to use and very, very flexible. You can do multi-calendar bookings with this, but they are more error prone because it's all text entry. Now we do most of the work for you here, but we recommend for most people to use the premium action workflows. Now we recommend this because it makes the process so much easier to hand off to team members, and you rarely have to worry about spelling errors, formatting problems, and all of that stuff. So what we do is we separate out the channels by folder. So you have SMS, email, WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram, live chat, and whatnot. And you have other folders here for agent management. This is for like human handover, and one for follow-up. So let's take the SMS folder. Most channels have a start workflow and a continue workflow. Start is for when you are initiating the conversation. Think a lead opts into your Facebook lead form, or someone opts in on your website, or you're doing a database reactivation campaign. This is where the start workflow comes in, and we've made it super, super simple. You set your trigger, then we add the AppSetter tag. Now this is really just for internal use, but it lets you know which contacts the agent is talking to. Then we have the AppSetter actions in high level. Now what's nice in here is instead of having to fill in the blanks and copy and paste stuff, with this action, you have all of your agents inside high level, and you just select which one you want to use. And it's the same with the reply channel. No more having to copy and paste and make sure everything's capitalized. You just select from the dropdown. Then you have your opening message instructions. This is really any instructions you want to give the agent to guide it in sending that first message. In this case, we're saying, hey, just use this template. But let's say they filled out a form. Then you could pass that form information in this field to the agent and get it to use it to personalize the outreach. Then we set the reply channel in a custom field, and all of this comes pre-built. Then we add it to our follow-up workflow, and that's it really for starting a conversation. Then we have the continue workflow. So this triggers when the prospect actually replies. So here we have another trigger, which is customer replied. The channel is set to SMS, and we're checking if they have this tag. Then we remove them from the follow-up workflow because they have replied. We then send them another message, and this action is very similar to the previous one. Set all this up. One thing you want to note is we allow you to set the buffer time. So let's say someone sends a message 10 seconds ago. Then the AI will wait 10 seconds and process all of those messages. Now you can set this up to as long as you want. Some people have this set to 2 minutes to really make it feel like you're talking to a person. Then we add them back to the follow-up workflow. And that's it for the continue. Now for the follow-up, we have some pre-built workflows here. We also have our own follow-up action. Now this workflow looks complicated, but it's really not. All we're doing is we are filtering based on the channel that the prospect talked to us on. Then we add them to that tree. So let's say we have SMS. Let's say our agent sent a message and the prospect hasn't replied. They get added to this workflow. Then we wait 1 day. Then we send a follow-up message. Now with this action, again, you just set your agent and you can add your own follow-up instructions here or leave it blank and let the AI do it for you. Most times we just let the agent do its thing because it can follow up very effectively. So we have this running for a week in total, day 1, day 3, day 7, and then it loops back to day 7. And at that point, the AI follows up once a week. Now you can customize this as much as you want. This is just a good starting point. And you'll see that for certain channels like WhatsApp and live chat, then we have less follow-up steps. And that's simply because these have windows. With WhatsApp, you have 24 hours, and with live chat, no one's sitting in live chat for more than maybe 30 minutes. So there's no point in having a big follow-up process there. And once you customize this, that is it. You are live. Now, if you have a look at the sales page here, and you click this button, you can actually try AppSetter yourself. And if you put in your details, and if you want to talk through SMS or WhatsApp, if you are outside the US, then the agent will reach out to you. We also have a live chat widget here where you can talk to AppSetter and take it through its paces. It has full context of this page, so ask away, and it will answer any questions you have. Now, if you're on this page, then our sale is still going. So for a limited time, you can get 30% off AppSetter. Now that counts for both the business plan, the agency plan, and for monthly and annual pricing. So let's say the business plan. Normally that is $100 a month, and that gets you one AppSetter account with unlimited agents and priority support, one-to-one onboarding, all of that good stuff, along with a bunch of other bonuses. But for now, you can get that for $70 a month. Then we have the agency plan. Now this is for you if you have 5, 10, 15, 20 clients, or you're scaling and simply want to bundle this in with your offer. For $500 a month, you can add unlimited users to AppSetter, and you get my complete agency playbook. Now I've spent $10 million in Facebook ads for lead generation. I know a thing or two, and I'm giving you basically everything I know for getting results for clients, and also how to get your own clients through simple, easy to run Instagram and Facebook ads that actually have AppSetter doing the qualifying and booking for you. And for a limited time, you can get 30% off this. So normally it goes for $650. Now you can get it for $500 a month, or $5K if you pay in full. And the same counts for the business plan, where it's normally $100 a month, you can get it for $70 a month, or $840 a year, which is a massive, massive saving. Now, if you do not have Go High Level and you want an account, then we have our own white label called AppSetter CRM. And that gets you a AppSetter account, a CRM account, and all of the other bonuses, and that is $140 a month, down from $200 a month. So the choice is yours. We've built AppSetter to kind of be the flagship Android. So imagine some of the others as the entry-level Android phone, where it does a job, it's a bit slow, but it gets you from A to B. With AppSetter, it's as flexible as you need it to be and as simple as you need it to be. So you can build something super simple, but yet super effective in 60 minutes, or you can spend a weekend and build an agent that basically handles multiple locations, multiple agents at once, and is completely tailored to your clients' needs with their websites and all of that other information. Now, in the next 2 months, we are also adding in voice AI for inbound and outbound. And if you jump in now, that will also be included with your pricing. Then we also have tool usage. So you'll be able to add in your custom Zapier N8N make workflows. So during a conversation, the agent will be able to perform a bunch of actions on you and your client's behalf, making AppSetter honestly the most flexible and the most powerful appointment setting platform out there. So jump in now while you can. And for every person that jumps in this week, you get a one-on-one onboarding with me where I can get you set up within 60 minutes. So it's up to you. But I hope to see you on the inside.